When live. You're live.
Hello.
Live.
This is so weird. Can you hear us?
Can you say hi?
Oh, you can hear us. Well, hi. Thanks for being here. I don't really know what we do here, but we can hang out. Thanks for all the congratulations. We're excited. Hayes, can you say hi?
You say hi?
You want to show them your car?
What car have you got? All right, we're going to start.
Red car.
What car is it?
Red.
A red car. And can you say hi to all these people watching?
Hi.
Hi.
You say annyeong.
I know.
We've also got it on the TV back here, so he's.
Oh yeah. He doesn't
he's
quite.
looking
We
at
tried to explain that like we were gonna hang out with some friends and they could see him, but we couldn't see them. And that's not an easy concept for like a 3-year-old.
Ow, ow, ow. Bing, bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang is a little bit past his bedtime too, but we thought we'd get in trouble if we didn't bring Hayes here. So what's up?
Yeah, where's everyone watching?
Yeah, I think a lot of Korean.
Yeah.
I wish I could read all of these messages. Hayes is so cute. Yeah, we think so too. What did we do today, Bethany? Kayla, not a lot today. We had a friend in town yesterday, actually a colleague I worked with in London, but she's from New Zealand. We had a really big day yesterday, and today was a bit of a lazy catch-up day.
Hey, I want to move this way.
You want to move what? Which way?
Okay, you can go that way. No.
This way.
If you stand there, you can't see yourself on the screen. It's confusing, I know. If you stand over here, you can see yourself on the screen. Yeah, our Kiwi friend. Yeah, she only was here a day. She actually just did a press trip in Bhutan. So she was flying through Seoul on her way back to Toronto, is where she lives, actually. Daegu. We were curious about Daegu. We thought about going to Daegu. Oh, we've got some people in Malaysia. That's cool. Malaysia was one of our briefest stops this year, but one of the best food destinations for sure. Korean food is amazing and also really great.
Wow. Why are you going around?
Oh, that's funny. You saw somebody you thought was us. We weren't out very much today. It's a really, for those of you that aren't in Seoul, it's like really really rainy and gray today. So it was a nice day to kind of stay in and catch up. Jeju. Oh, that's lucky that you live in Jeju. We went to Gyeongju. Whoever's asking, it looks like your name is YouTube. We went to Gyeongju with my parents, and those vlogs should be coming in like 2 vlogs from now. Muggy day in Korea. Yeah, we like sat at home and drank chamomile tea, and I did some editing. We did some laundry. I don't know if you could hear that. Does anybody have any questions? We got some questions we can answer eventually. I guess we should start with just like a general update though.
Yeah.
Because we've like alluded to the fact that we're leaving Korea. A lot of people, I don't know if anybody here, because you guys seem to be avid followers, but have like been asking if we live here, and we definitely don't live here, although we would entertain it for sure. But no, we came back and we've been here about 6 weeks now, and we've got almost 2 weeks left, just under 2 weeks. Because I guess we have a little bit of time on our visa, but we're actually headed to Japan on October 14th. So Hayes will turn 3 in Korea on October 12th.
When's your birthday?
Or how old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. Hold that. No, that's distracting.
How
old are you, Hazy?
2.
2.
And what are you almost?
3.
Almost 3.
I'm almost 5.
What? You're almost 3. Can you do 3? Okay.
I'm seeing more questions. Okay, we'll get back to the update soon. Come to Busan. So we've been to Busan twice. We went in May. We have 1 vlog from then, and then we just went there with my parents. So we'll have 1 vlog coming up. We stayed in that really tall building in Hyundai. It was amazing. Okay. Oh my gosh, I gotta go up. How do you do
keep track of
this?
this.
Okay, but come to Busan. Baby's grown up. First impressions of Korea. We love Korea, and we expected to love Korea. I don't know. We just thought we would like Seoul, but I don't know. I keep telling like friends and family, Korea is the kind of place that it's not that you have bad expectations, but I feel like everything we do exceeds my expectations. Whether it's like going to a neighborhood that I heard was cool and then it's cooler.
Do you like Hayes? Do you like Korea?
Do you like Korea?
Yeah,
Can you say anything in Korean?
What's your favorite thing about Korea? Do you like?
Can you say
Hayes?
thank you? Because all these people watch our videos. How do you say thank you in Korean?
We'll keep coming back to that.
Oh yeah, somebody said it's crazy that Hayes is 4 in Korea. Yeah, it's funny when we like tell people ask how old he is a lot, and I think because he's pretty big for his age, so they're usually like surprised, and sometimes I feel like there's been like a moment of confusion if we're saying he's 2, but they're like wonder, do you mean he's actually 3? Anyway, especially like because I've noticed everything in Korea, like museums and stuff, tends to be 3 and under for free, whereas at home I think it's like 2 often. So we've been lucky that until next week he's free for all the attractions here, but sometimes they like ask how old he is, and I noticed they do everything in months here. Like in the playground, we'll meet kids and they're like, my daughter is 47 months, which like we don't do that, and I have to like.
Well, I keep losing track of like.
But
how
Hayes
many
is
months he
35
It's
months,
easier to
so
say.
at the museums I'll be like, he's 35 months, and
Yeah.
sometimes they look at us and they're like, really? But he is. Okay, what else? So our first impressions of Korea, everything is like better than we ever expect. Okay, wait. Taqueria stand. Somebody said, Jay June said, hope you like taqueria stand. Yeah, we had tacos here. That's the thing. Like Pete and I we've been expats twice. So we lived in Shanghai, China for 2 years. That's where we met. And then we also lived in Mumbai, India for 2 years. And at both those places, like you could get really good food that wasn't Chinese or Indian, but sometimes it was like hit or miss. Whereas I feel like every time we've had tacos and bagels here, which are like always the 2 things I crave the most, and something I'm like really picky about. I went to school in New York, so like I don't eat bagels outside of like New York, New Jersey. I don't eat them at home where I'm from in Chattanooga. And we've had multiple good bagels here. And then the tacos are like really hard to get good other places. And Taqueria Stand was delicious. Where to after Japan? James asked. So yeah, we're going.
Sorry.
After Japan, we're going to go to India, probably. We're dragging this out for as long as we can. We didn't expect to be traveling even past a year, but sorry, we're making it work. And Pete and I lived in India for 2 years. It's like one of our favorite places in the whole world. So we're going to go try to spend at least a month, maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know. Let's see. In India after Japan, but we might stop somewhere on the way. We were looking at flights today, and it looks like maybe flying through Bangkok makes sense. So that's maybe a new plan. Okay, I gotta catch up.
I love this. Is like a real behind the scenes of living with.
Oh, Chris
with
and Sarah.
Hayes.
So Chris and Sarah are in here. You guys should check out their channel. They are the reason we're doing all of this, because I remember it was June 28th. Oh, Hayes is running around with an umbrella. It was June 28th last year. I was about to go to a bar class at the gym, and I was killing time. And I looked on Chris and Sarah's Instagram story, and they had posted this Airbnb program. And I was like, wait, that sounds kind of cool. We've been thinking about traveling for a year. Maybe I should apply. And I went to the gym and I did this like class, and the whole hour I was just like thinking of my application. I came back and I like told Pete, I was like, I'm going to apply for this thing, like whatever. And he's like, what are we going to do? Quit our jobs? And I was like, I don't know. Like, you don't have to think about that now. We're not going to win it. Anyway, that's Chris and Sarah. They asked. They're travel YouTubers as well. They make amazing videos. Gorgeous. Way better quality than ours. Go watch their channel. They asked top 5 must-visit places in Korea. So here's the thing. So I feel like we've been to a good amount of Korea. I think when we came back this time, we thought we would travel more. And then the typhoon happened, and we like changed some plans a little bit. And then we really just love Seoul. So Seoul is like number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Even higher than Jeju for me. I know that's like probably weird to hear, but we love Seoul. We just went to Tongyeong. We really loved that in the south. We love fish. We went on a really cool like yacht sunset ride. Seoul, Tongyeong. We've been to Jeju. Jeju's amazing.
Running with the shoe.
You're running with that shoe? That's really cool. Hayes is running back and forth across this apartment with the Birkenstock. Seoul, Jeju, Tongyeong. I love Busan. We were just talking about this with my parents. I haven't been to like a lot of like big cities with like swimmable, beautiful beaches. Tel Aviv comes to mind as like a really great beach city. I haven't been to Australia. So Busan's cool for that. And then we really love Jeonju. It's really touristy, but everybody like I think warned us that it's quite touristy, but we had the best couple of days in Jeonju, and you can experience like the traditional hanoks, and really recommend that. And you can stay in one, which is what we did. Okay.
There's chaos in here.
Oh, hi, Dad. I was wondering if you would wake up. Okay.
Watching from Arkansas. Awesome. Welcome.
What's Pete's beer?
Oh, I am drinking the Korean favorite. It's actually Guinness.
But I'm representing with a Jeju. This is a Jeju ale. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just craving a Guinness. So, that's what I'm
It's 8 o'clock here for anybody in other time zones that's wondering what time we're drinking beer, because we've been known to drink beer at a lot of different times in our vlogs. You can hear the reason why. India. I love that people are interested in India. That's cool. I can't wait to show it. Like, we love India. Love it. I ran a tour company out there actually, and then I when I was back home actually took girls from my old high school on some trips there. My favorite thing in the world is like showing people how incredible India is. So I hope that you all follow along by the time we get there, and I can show you too. Favorite technology from Korea that you wish existed in the US?
Oh.
Probably those the jam packets. Does that count?
No, the credit card, like the paying for stuff.
It's so quick.
It's so much quicker.
Y'all told me it's because it's connected to the internet, and at home it's connected to phone lines, and I think that makes sense. But Chattanooga, Dad, I'm plugging Chattanooga. Don't worry, it has the fastest internet in the world. We've got really fast internet where we're from, so like having fast internet is not like we've missed it in a lot of other places this year, but we're also used to it. So it's funny. I don't know why we just don't hook our credit card machines up to. Yeah, but like paying for stuff is fast here. What other technology?
Especially with
I love the I really miss Google Maps. Like I really miss using that for directions. But Naver, I love that we use Naver. I know some people use Kakao Map, whatever. We use Naver, and I really love that it tells you like what exit to go to, where the door is gonna open on the subway, on the metro. Like there's so much information in there.
Yeah.
Everything here just feels efficient, especially with a kid. Like, and we love challenging places. Like we just said, we're going to India. It's going to be a different rodeo. But it's nice to be here somewhere for a little while where like, it's pretty easy. Next country is Japan. I think somebody way ages ago. Sorry, this is our first time doing this in case it wasn't painfully obvious. I'm so excited so many people are here. Anyway, Japan, we're definitely going to Osaka, Kyoto, and Tokyo. I actually spent a summer in Osaka when I was 18 years old, right before I went to college. But my host family was like a bit nervous about having me there. So I was essentially like under house arrest for 6 weeks, and I saw like almost nothing. So we're flying into Osaka and spending like almost 10 or 11 days there at first. And then we're going to go to Kyoto and then Tokyo, but we're leaving it pretty flexible. So we've got some plans. We're working with a couple of hotels there, and then but leaving it open. So if people have recommendations, please let us know.
But we're meeting up with some really good friends that from a friend of mine that I worked with in London. Him and his wife, Japanese, they live just outside of Osaka, and we got a great story about the Daruma doll that we'll share in more detail in an upcoming video when we're actually in Japan. But it's kind of full circle for this whole year of travel and us wanting to do this and all that kind of stuff. So we will share more in future videos. But we're really excited to go to Japan.
Dragster said Jay has already guided foreigners and felt a lot of energy. And who wrote? I think that says Lee Kwang's. What's his name? That actor in the thumbnail. I wrote that because we got so many comments that he looked like an actor that I'm not familiar with, but I thought it was funny, and maybe more people would click it, so I put it in the thumbnail. And finding our eating, I didn't know you were in Arkansas. Essentially neighbors. Where in the States are we from? Well, Pete's from England, but we lived in Chattanooga, Tennessee for 6 years before we left for this year of travel. But Pete's from England, and we met in Shanghai, China. He says this marble game. We love Daiso, which I don't know how to describe that to people who aren't from Korea. like dollar store is unfair, but like very affordable, every item you could ever need. We buy like toys there for Hayes, and we've been buying this marble. We bought a marble game and we said we would never buy it again. And then it's a really long story. We were maybe going to work with a brand that was going to send us this like fancy marble game. So I went to buy another one, even though I swore I would never get it because it breaks all the time, to like illustrate how much better this, whatever. We pulled it out for him and it's the most annoying toy in the whole.
Okay.
And he loves it. That's why he wants to continue playing with it. Most difficult thing traveling in Korea is probably like just the language and the fact that like you can't use Google Maps. So I feel like everything is, for us, not speaking Korean is like a 3-step process. So it's like, you know, something's name, but it might not be that in Naver. So then you translate it and maybe you find it in Google Maps and maybe you have to get that. Like it's just everything takes a few more steps, or even ordering at a restaurant. But as part of travel, like it's not a big deal for us. It's just patience. Go to Suwon. Helen, I think we are going to go to Suwon on Thursday, actually.
This week, yeah.
Yeah. Suwon and Songdo, I think, are going to be our last little like kind of day trips here from Seoul. Korean Buddhist temple food. Kayla, I don't know that we've had that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea. I wish I could read these Korean ones. I should throw some of them in the translator. Oh, okay. Wait, I'm so behind. Okay, this is a relevant question from Gina Barnhill. Is Uljiro still your favorite bar hopping evening location, or do you have a new nighttime area for people to check out?
Oh,
So we wanted
good timing,
we
Gina.
wanted to do a new nighttime area, and we did Yeonam, and we had kind of a bust of an evening. It was like Tuesday, whatever. There's a vlog. So when my parents were here, we went back to Uljiro, and we had the best night, and that's going to be our next vlog on Wednesday. And I think I'm going to live premiere it because we're really excited about it. It's kind of ridiculous. Hayes isn't in it. But we went to 7 bars in Uljiro because when my parents babysit, they're staying at our Airbnb, so we didn't have a curfew. Anyway, it's still our favorite area. The short answer is yes, it's absolutely still our favorite area, but we found even cooler bars. So the video is pretty random, but hopefully still useful because there's some really cool bars in there. Okay. I'm sorry that I'm missing so many of these. I need to catch up. Okay, hold on. Jay's becoming popular. Jay was popular like long before.
Who's Jay? For those that don't know.
So Jay is he does Airbnb experiences, but he has like 1 million subscriber, not just what a TikTok followers. I don't know. We're old on TikTok for teaching Korean. He's such a good educator. And like he's a really good leader, and that he like brings people together in a really effortless way. And he leads these Airbnb experiences, and he's just phenomenal. And he was popular long before our videos. Okay, Korean temple food, doing an amazing job. Yeah, Jay's popular. We'll show Hayes in a second, but he's really interested in this marble game. Quitting jobs must have been scary. It definitely was, but I mean, we're so lucky with the Airbnb thing that it made it a little bit less nerve-wracking because we were going to do something like this anyway. So we were saving and budgeting and whatever. And when you have a brand you love and you've been loyal to, say like, oh, let us remove the accommodation line item, it gave us the encouragement we needed to quit our jobs. Yeah. It wasn't all paid for. So they paid for accommodation and they gave us a travel stipend that honestly, like because of the way we had to travel because of COVID and back and forth, and we blew through that pretty quickly, but we had saved. And then we also have our house on Airbnb at home. So that is really, really helpful. And then also we really appreciate you all watching our videos because we get a little bit of income from YouTube as well. If you go to Incheon Chobab, I pay all price. I don't know what Incheon Chobab is, but I'm curious. Which Korean beer is the best? Oh my gosh, somebody just gave us $25. That's so nice. How do I see your name? Hayes. I don't know where the marble is. Gina, thank you so much. Now is probably, this feels really weird, but we did just start a Patreon today. There's absolutely no obligation to support us in any way ever. Like watching our videos and just having you guys comment is the best thing in the world. But we have had people ask, so we did start a Patreon. It's linked somewhere on my YouTube, but there's no obligation. I'm just putting that information out there. Oh, that's so cool, Gina, that you were here and you used our videos. Oh, you're who we met. Oh my gosh, hi, that's yes. So cool. That's so cool. So Gina, that was like your first or second night. We were eating dinner. We're actually in the same neighborhood now, but we've been in a few neighborhoods. That was probably crazy. Like the second or third time we've been recognized. So we were really excited to meet you too. And I'm so glad you guys had a good trip. That's so cool.
What's you okay?
Somebody said
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
expecting, and I think they mean the video, but when you say that in English, it sounds like you're pregnant, which is really exciting. Yongun Korean Folk Village. I don't know that one. Oh, Gina's gonna do the new J tour. His new tour is it's so different, but it's really great. It's more like chill hangout. And to be honest, we had all of the foods and alcohol like pairings before. But he's just like a pleasure to spend time with, and the group is always interesting. It's cool. What's our favorite Korean food?
Oh man.
I mean, it's so
Oh,
lame to
I
say.
know.
Like barbecue is.
Well, no, for me, it's the way they cook mackerel.
Mm.
I mean, we went to.
We've been to that place that was in our first vlog and the second visit, the Sikdong place. We've been there 3 times now because their mackerel is so good.
But still, there was a place up by the that museum, the one we went with the soccer friend.
Oh, that mackerel was so good.
What area was that there? I'm trying to remember what that.
That was like down near the Seoul like art center.
Yeah.
We haven't spent a lot of time
Yeah.
in there.
Mackerel for me, hands down.
Oh, I love all of it.
But it's all phenomenal, yeah. I mean,
I love the mung bean pancakes at Gwangjong with the makgeolli. I love makgeolli. Really love it.
I still feel like we haven't had a few things.
We just had solatong for the first time the other day. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had anything I didn't like, honestly. We had the fit. So in Tongyong, actually, Jay's from Busan. Oh my God, somebody else. You guys are so kind. Sung-hee Lee, thank you so much. Please we can have a few cuppas for that. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
What was I saying? What were we eating?
We had
Tongyong. So Jay's from Busan, but his parents now live in Tongyong. And he hooked us up with a woman. He was like, I know this woman at the market. She sells fish. Like, she'll sell it to you. She'll tell you where to go to the restaurant. And we had the most amazing night with my parents where we bought the fish. Then we walked like a little bit further and had the sashimi. And they grilled some. And it was one of the most memorable meals ever traveling. My parents will tell you the same. You'll see it in a video soon. But
then
I love just the fish markets where you buy fish, and then at Jagalchi you go upstairs. We had an incredible meal there. We had an incredible meal at Noryanjin, the one here, with Ben, who's another really great guide.
But we had like fresh halibut because it's like the season, I guess, now for halibut, and it was incredible. That was really, really memorable.
Dakim, I don't know any anime, so if there's anime we should check out, let us know. Oh, and Gina's going to Japan too. I hope I'm saying your name right, Gina. Oh my gosh, thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Bethany. You guys are so nice. We don't deserve this.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, somebody wants to know what team you support. What EPL team?
Oh.
That's good that you specified.
I mean,
that's good that you specified.
How long have you got? Because so my team back home, and I'm originally from Exeter, which is in the southwest of England, small city, and I support my home team, which is Exeter City. We're in the 3rd division of English football. So I don't support any Premier League teams, but if I was, I have a soft spot for Liverpool because I went to university in Liverpool. So there's your answer on that.
And then Bethany asked, will 10 and 11 be joining you on future travels? My dad's probably still in the chat, so I'll let him answer. They seem to be toying with India, which they visited when we lived there. And they weren't as in love with it as we are, but I love a challenge, and I'm like, no, I can give you it. India is like one of the most diverse places.
Super fast, Mommy.
You're super fast.
Yeah, you cut me.
Okay.
Can you run back?
Yeah, I run back to you.
Okay.
With my hands.
Whoa! It's behind the scenes energy. Somebody said, Kayla, can you speak Chinese? Well, 会说一点中文. I spoke it much better 10 years ago. The baby is running back and forth. Okay. Any plans for the last night in Seoul? We don't have plans for the last night. So Hayes' birthday is the 12th. We live the 14th. So we don't know what we're going to do for his birthday. So if anybody has any ideas, because like every day is really great for Hayes. So it's like, we could go to a kids cafe. We could go to a cool park. But like we do that all the time. So not sure what we're going to do. We might try to take him swimming somewhere. Okay. Wait. Gosh, I'm so behind. I'm so sorry. Y'all, I thought there was going to be like 4 people in here. I can't believe there's 179 of you.
Are you going to try and tackle some?
Well, let's do these first.
Okay.
Who usually makes a big decision like going abroad, searching a country, visiting, planning? Hi, the bigger decision maker. No, we're a team. We're a team, but I'm opinionated.
I'm going along for the ride. I mean, I have a great time. So
Oh, Aki lives in Yeonam, but we love staying in Yeonam. We actually stayed there with my parents too, but like the other side. And so far, my analysis on Seoul is like I love Hongdae. Hongdae's cool, but I like all the neighborhoods that like touch it. So we're in like Myeongdong, Chongmuro area now, but we just spent like 5 or 6 days in I think it was Sinsadong. It was lovely. There was like the best playgrounds ever. Lots of families, but like close enough to Hongdae and stuff. We loved it. Alexis Alexis is here and doing her own little Korea tour and had a good time with Jay.
Nice.
I'm glad you did.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I love when you...
Oh, we reference, you know what? Because somebody mentioned Korean Englishmen. You know, the thing I love about YouTube is like, there's always something new that you don't know about. And so when we were here in May, I kept getting served Korean Englishmen. I didn't know anything about Korea. And at first I was like, who are these guys? Whatever. I wonder how many subscribers they had. I thought they had like, I don't know. And I clicked it. I was like, 5 million? What? Like, I love it. You can like constantly discover people that like have been discovered.
And if you haven't seen them,
Korean Englishmen are great. Yeah,
their channel is really funny.
Love the series.
And they're doing some really good. Really
everybody
good
in here probably knows them. Anyway, it's just us. Hayes walks like a Korean ajusi with his hands in the back. Yeah, there was a moment in the Busan fish market where they were like cracking up at just Hayes just kind of wandering around. Kisa Shikdon taxi driver. Okay, that's another. Okay, Kayla, thank you for that. I think I love like Shikdon style restaurants. Gangnam was all banchan. Oh, that sounds really good, Gina. Sounds like we did a mukbang for Hanjong Shik. Dad wants to know when Pete will do another slide. I did a slide the other day because there's a new playground with it. Hayes told me there was a super fast slide, and I was like, well, how fast could it be? And let me tell you, it was a super fast slide. Oh, and Hongdae go to we love sushi. It's so funny. There's so much Japanese food here too, it seems. But now we're like, okay, only Korean for the rest of the trip because we're about to go to Japan. How was your trip around the world so far? This whole year is a dream. Like literally, I wake up every day and just feel immensely grateful.
We had another moment actually earlier today because halfway through the Airbnb program, we kind of roughly knew, we had about 3 or 4 more countries ahead of us. But then the program was going to end, and we were, obviously getting pretty sad about that. Now, we know we're going to at least a couple more countries in the next couple of months, and that's pretty cool. So it's pretty wild that if you had told us back when we started this year that we'd still be traveling around like this, I don't think we would believe you. So it's really incredible that we've now got some other countries lined up and we're continuing our journey.
We're getting nervous about jobs and whatever, but because we have the Airbnb at home, that's great, and we're scraping it together. I forgot what I was going to say. Somebody asked if we have plans for the autumn here. We would love to spend more time here. Like we absolutely could spend indefinite amounts of time here, but this whole purpose of this year is to keep traveling, and we never expected we spend 3 months between 1 month in May and the 2 months we will have spent this time in one place, but we just fell in love with Korea. So we're going to keep going. But I will say the fact that now you don't have to get tested to come back makes me so feel more at ease, because I know, like, not saying we're coming back, like we very likely won't, but like we're just going to be in Japan. So if there was a flight that like routed its way through Seoul and we wanted to have a couple nights, like the fact that things are opening up and it's becoming easier. I don't know. Korea will be a place that we return definitely at some point, hopefully multiple times. Okay, I've never heard that I look like Kristen Stewart, but that's cool. I get so many comparisons on this channel. Are my favorite thing. Y'all are really nice to me with the Demi Moore ones. I do not see it, but there was one time when he was getting Barry Gibbs from the Bee Gees and I was getting Ozzy Osbourne, and then I looked it up and like I also saw it and we were dying, like laughing so hard.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Solatong is my favorite. Yeah, it was so good. It was like one of those days where I'm kind of like a weather person where like I don't love eating like hot soup if it's not cold out. So I knew that I should try this dish, but I've like been putting it off because we've been here during hot weather. And then we were walking home from Yeouido Park. We biked along the Han River. It was so amazing. And I saw that there was like a Michelin recommended place. I was like, we should go eat this soup. And both of us, I think, were like not that excited just because we weren't in the mood for like hot soup. And it was so good. Okay, Tennessee Titans. I don't watch a lot of sports, but I'm all
Do you know
things
who they
Tennessee.
are? Tennessee Titans.
They play football.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Hayes now back to the Hayes is right here, but my parents. So I don't know if we've ever like said this. My name is Stephanie Hayes. I kept my last name. This was Peter Wolcott. We're married, but I kept my maiden name, and I wanted to share a name with my son. And Hayes is like kind of a name in the States. Like it's sort of trendy with an E usually, but my last name's not spelled with an E. So Hayes's name is literally my surname plus Pete's surname.
Can I?
So it's confusing with my parent. My parents are also Hayes's.
Daniel Croydon. That is a brilliant comment. Very specific, but yeah, Pete and Michael Jackson, Exeter City's biggest fans. That is so fun. I won't go into the details of the story of how Michael Jackson is an Exeter City fan, but I appreciate your comment, Daniel. That's very funny.
And somebody else gave us money in my career. I can't read it that well yet. Oh my God. I'm not going to do it on the spot. I have been doing Duolingo to read Hangul.
Thank you. Thank you. 감사합니다.
Yeah, 감사합니다 for the money. How much time is left? Oh, and what is that? Oh, it's like got an emoji. Thank you, Occult Deutsch. Well, the year of amazing journeys has been 13 months now, so we'll see. We're very lucky in that the way the Airbnb stuff worked is they gave us credits. The credits expire at the end of the year. I think we'll run out before then because we were supposed to kind of use them within the 10 months of the program, but we have a little bit left. And then thanks to y'all, we've been able to partner with a few hotels and stuff. And so we're really just trying to drag it out as long as we can.
Would you like to say anything?
You want to say hi? You want to
say hi?
You want to show them another car?
No.
No?
Yes.
Would you like to? How about could we have a song?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to do a song?
No.
Okay. What do you want?
It was
to do?
raining today. What do you sing when it rains?
Raining good, Papa. Tommy, Doctor.
Oh, this is the late version of the song.
Oh, I'm not sure those are the lyrics.
Somebody asked if Pete's tried the 3D. Oh,
Yeah, I just saw that comment. I have not tried the 3D map function on the Cacao map. I need to check that out.
and we haven't been to the Seoul Tower. We went to Namsan Tower because it was the day my parents left, and we had like just a couple hours to kill. And we haven't. That's the Lotte. Is the Seoul Tower the Lotte one? We've been to the Namsan one. Seoul Heidi. I don't know which one you mean, but I think Seoul Tower is the other one.
Thank you.
Okay. Pete does know of Sunny. He's very popular. Myeongdong. Yeah, Myeongdong's so central. This is where we stayed last time, and it was so good for like doing a lot of sightseeing. It's not our favorite neighborhood as far as like charm, but we're here again because we got a really good deal on an Airbnb here. Oh my gosh. Sorry. The drivers, right? A lot of people love the shukdons like I do. They remind me of delis. I think it's so great. Hayes' scar. Can you see how it's healing? It was super scary, but the people were so kind. Like we already thought they were so kind, and then to deal with like a crisis with local Koreans just being the most thoughtful people in the world, it was incredible. Is
your face okay?
Yeah.
How's your scar?
It's good.
Are you healthy or sick?
Um,
You're not
You're not
sick.
sick. Did you enjoy riding in an ambulance? Are ambulances your favorite vehicles? Did you like it when the ambulance started driving to the hospital? Hayes has always wanted to ride in an ambulance. We got in the ambulance, and then the ambulance started moving, and then he realized, oh, I'm going to hospital, and he didn't want to go to hospital. So that his enjoyment of riding in the ambulance was quickly over when he realized that, but he's doing good.
I want to take a taxi.
And 10 and 11 took a taxi. Yeah, that's
So
correct.
we didn't let them in the ambulance,
Yeah.
did they? So and then what did we have for dinner?
Pizza.
Whoa.
You get pizza when you ride an ambulance.
No. Oh.
Have you visited Jamsil? We had. That's like Olympic Park and stuff. We have, and we think we're gonna go to a baseball game on Saturday, which is in Jamsil, I believe. We have not met any celebrities that I know of. Jay's kind of a celebrity to us. Okay. Korean beef. So I think we had Hanwoo beef in Gyeongju with my parents. It was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to tell me when you watch the vlog if it was, because I don't know how do you tell if it's Hanwoo or normal. I'm pretty sure it was. Somebody here or on Instagram recommended it. And it was like not in like the touristy part of Gyeongju, and it was you like sat on the floor. It was one of my favorite meals we've had this whole trip. Recommend the autumn leaves. I'm sad we won't be here for the autumn, but I think
Well,
because we'll be in
it's-
Japan, like maybe we'll get. I know it's not the same, but like we'll get some.
I feel like you can start to see it a little bit.
Yeah,
Even actually when we were in Nami Island, like
I bet
wow,
Nami
a few
Island's
weeks
so
ago,
beautiful
I mean,
right
it was some of the trees were starting to turn, and like, yeah, I wish we were here longer into it and maybe getting out of the city a little bit more to see that, but we'll come back. Hopefully, we'll see
We
it in the
absolutely.
future.
Somebody asked if they
Oh,
think Korea is good for.
Hazy. That's
It's scaring Pete's computer across. Is Korea good for traveling with children? Absolutely. 100%. I think it's amazing. They're very accommodating. People love kids here. I think there's a lot of, it's funny. Whenever I say this, I feel like people that live here, and obviously our experience is incredibly different because we're tourists and we're not working and everything's great, whatever. But there's a lot of public spaces. We found there's a lot of green spaces, a lot of public spaces, even when they're not like specifically designed for children. Hayes loves them. He might jump off the bed any moment. Okay, what else? Thank you for all the well wishes. I really wish I could read all this Korean or have time to translate it. Maybe when I finish these up, I'll translate some. Oh, the marbling's different from USB, if that makes sense. Please visit. So Pete spent some time in Australia. I've never been. It's not on the itinerary this time, but we'd love to go.
love Australia.
We love cold noodles. Yeah. Okay, I think I caught up. If I missed one, you feel free to ask it again. I can't believe so many people are here. Yeah, so Jumi had a million questions. Some subscribers say you speak so fast. That's what everybody's saying. I'm so sorry.
I think it's a mixture of like what Steph does speak a little bit fast. She speaks a lot faster than me. I speak too slowly, especially on the videos. I've been told by Steph. But yeah, I think just a little bit of excitement tonight doing our first ever live stream. So
it's just big, trying to scroll through. Yeah.
Big thank you. This is also quite overwhelming, having folks watching us and supporting us and stuff. So, you know, we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Carpe Noctem says I look really tired. I'm not that tired, but at the end of the day, my contacts, I have really poor vision and my contacts are super blurry. So I'm squinting. I actually went to the eye doctor here and get to pick them up tomorrow. And I hope they've figured out all of my eye issues. More beer equals slower speech. Cheers to that, Gina. Oh, some people are being rude. Well, then I'm glad I can't read the Korean. I doubt that's totally true, but we've been very surprised that all of our comments have been pretty positive so far. Mom looks so tired. I'm not that tired today. Oh, Jimmy is here. Jimmy had a million questions. Thank you so much, Jimmy.
Again.
Please travel to India. We are coming to India, Anil. Have you ever considered being full-time Korean YouTuber? No, I mean, we'd love to stay here. That's just, we're very far from that being a reality. But we're super appreciative of the support we've had here. And if it means we can keep coming back here and keep seeing new places and sharing it, we would love to do that. Yes, the big rubber duck in Jamsil. So we're going to go to a soccer game this weekend and we're going to go try baseball. Sorry. We're going to try to see the rubber duck and then go to the baseball game. Chris and Sarah must try Korean foods. I feel like we've talked about a few, but I will text you all the other ones. Oh, somebody said good night. Good night, Sunhee. She's probably gone now. And thank you so much. Somebody said we're prettier and more handsome. Well, thank you for combating all the tired comments. I really like Cass, Carpe Noctem. One thing we kind of afraid people from outside to find. Oh, I don't mind Cass. I like a good, light Asian lager. I love the Cass wheat beer. Do you ever feel shy filming? Absolutely, but more so a year ago. We keep talking about this thing. There was a point probably 10 months ago, right, early into our YouTubing, where it was we wanted to ask a question, if you know the answer to this, leave it in the comments, and that felt so insanely absurd that somebody would watch our video and comment. And now having you all watch our videos and teach us.
Okay, keep going.
Teach us so much about Korea. It's so incredible knowing that we can pick up the camera and say, I've been wondering this thing. Can you let me know? That's so cool. So that makes us less nervous. Korean baseball game. Yeah, we're not actually baseball fans, but a few people on Instagram have told us that the atmosphere is really fun.
Game 2.
We're going to go to the baseball game on Saturday, I think.
I'm going to now.
We can't go to a baseball game now. It's almost 9 o'clock. You're gonna go to bed soon. Tara became the favorite beer. Yeah, we should do. Oh, we were gonna do that on this live. We forgot that. We were gonna do a blind taste test because I'm not sure I can tell the difference. I don't have a very good palate. Hayes resembles 11. Oh, some people have said that. Oh, cool, Gail, that you're going to Japan. That's awesome. It's always an unknown, changing countries to see like who's going to continue to follow along and if people will watch and if they're interested, which doesn't matter. Like we're doing this anyway. We love making videos and we love having them for Hayes, but it's fun to hear that people are planning to go to Japan. Everland. Yeah, we went to Lotte World instead of Everland last time. We're not massive into theme parks, but it looks amazing. And people have said the like safari thing there is pretty cool. So maybe. Oh, I didn't say anybody was being rude. I'm sorry if anybody. No, I am tired. I have a 3-year-old. I'm tired all the time. So y'all can say that all day long. Oh, James is here. Hello. James likes your Guinness. James, are you in Korea still or back in the States? You can say I look tired. Guys, that's fine. Do not defend me. That is totally fine. Safari is amazing. Oh, you're still in Korea. When you for some reason I thought you guys had already gone back. You guys should come to the baseball game with us. I don't even remember what place you're in, but come to Seoul and come to the baseball game. You're definitely Korean. If you're everybody's saying that we know more about Korean than them. That's 100,000% not true. Oh, your wife's going home in November. Okay. I don't know where Sechon is. How far is that? Okay, let's answer some of Jimmy's questions, I guess.
Yes, she had some crackers.
I feel like we should have questions for you guys that we should have saved up because we're always walking around and we're like, oh, I wonder what this is.
Okay, there's some from her.
After the last country, India, what will you do? That is the $1 million question. And every time we say, so the Airbnb, oh, it's a 4-hour train ride. Okay, so don't come to the baseball game, but that would be cool. We'd love to meet you. Hayes' birthday, we don't have plans. We're open to suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
We might have plans we might have a fun hotel stay that would be an opportunity for him to swim. So if that happens, we'll probably do like a mixture of like park and swimming, and he'll definitely want to eat pizza. Jimmy asked on here, like the plans after the last country. And what I was going to say is the Airbnb program was 10 months, but we said from the beginning, no, we want to travel a year, like even if we fund the rest of it. Now we've made it a year. Then the goalpost kind of became Hayes' birthday, October 12th. And we thought, wouldn't it be cool if his entire year that he was 2 years old was spent abroad? Now we're definitely making it through October 12th. So I don't know what the next goalpost is. Like maybe the end of the year, but that seems crazy. But we're inching closer. It's probably, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. Job-wise, I don't know. I definitely want Chattanooga, my hometown, to be a part of our lives in some capacity. But if we also want to be able to travel much more regularly than we were able to before this year. So we're figuring out priorities and trying to make it work. Have you been to Andong? No, we thought about going to Andong. And then to be honest, like we traveled for 3 weeks with my parents and we were getting a little tired. And because we're traveling full time, like you kind of have to go in waves and it's a lot slower. It's a marathon, not a sprint, blah, 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 blah. And we were feeling a little tired, knowing we were about to go to a new country, knowing how much we love Seoul. So we were like, we're just going to stay in one place for a little bit and maybe do some day trips. So we went to, oh my gosh, Wook, who are you? Because you're so nice every video. And it's so weird knowing nothing about some of you guys. So I love when you share information. If you're willing, you absolutely don't have to. No obligation, but
thank you so much.
That's so generous. It's so generous. And we're so appreciative because we absolutely don't deserve any of this or need any of this, but all of this money just helps us continue to travel and make videos, which we love doing. And the fact that you guys like watching it is such an honor and just like more than we ever could have imagined. So thank you.
Thank you.
You guys can teach English. So I taught English in China right after college, and I loved living in China and teaching English. I'm not a teacher. You guys can tell from how fast I talk. I wish I loved it, but like I'm not in a place where I really want to teach English. I wish that I did.
Yeah.
Have you ever been sick in Korea? We really haven't touched all the wood.
No,
Been sick
actually,
this whole year.
And I would say we felt our healthiest actually in Korea. We talked
Yeah,
about that
because
the
all
other
the
day.
vegetables and the
You just-
banchan and yeah.
It's good.
So no andong, no sickness. We are going to Japan next.
I saw someone saying hi from Malaysia. Which
Hi
is
from Malaysia.
awesome.
Yeah, it's so fun like seeing the countries that watch us but then continue to watch us. That's been really nice. We hope that all these Koreans will continue to watch us in Japan and India. You have no obligation, but we're really excited about those places. Most difficult Korean food to eat? I don't know, probably the live octopus. Like I'm so glad I did it, but like I'm not gonna do it again. I really want to love the raw marinated crab that you suck out, but texturally it doesn't do it for me.
I really like it. It's just a hard one to
The Airbnb program is over. We still have some Airbnb credits. We don't know when we're going home or if we're going home. Oh, that's cool. The person, Andy, that has the connection to LA, London, and Exeter. Oh, good night, James. I hope we get to meet you guys too. Favorite Korean food? We like all Korean food. We wore Dakim, I don't know if that's your name, but we wore hanboks. You can see a photo on our community tab or Instagram. And you guys, we would love it if you don't already follow us on Instagram. So basically the videos right now are like 3 to 4 weeks behind from when we actually did the activities. But on Instagram, I post in real time. So if you have Instagram and you don't follow us, we would love that. I'm going to drop the link. Away with Hayes. I pin that. We would love that. And that's probably the quickest way to like get in touch with me too. I know it's so cliche to be like, I love hearing from you guys and please send us messages and recommendations, but it's such a dream that there's like people watching our videos. And we're learning from you and recommendations. So I will say the quickest way to like get in touch with us is like a DM on Instagram or email. So definitely follow us over there and send us messages. The K-pop concert. Oh, BTS. I know Pete was still singing Butter when he got here in August. And I was like, Pete, I believe you need to. I think the hot new thing is this is probably passe now too, but the
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
This, that pink venom. This, how do I do it? That was embarrassing.
To run and to right. With right.
How did we meet each other, Pete?
Stephanie and I met in a British pub in Shanghai, the old-fashioned way. Oh. He's just fell over.
I get a little slip. We wanted to do this earlier, but we like release all of our videos at 8, and he goes to bed about 8, so it's not pushing it too far. We probably will say goodnight in a little while, but we knew y'all would be upset if Hayes wasn't a part of this. Also, we're staying in a 1-bedroom, so there was no way to do this while he was sleeping anyways.
Are you tired, Hayes?
I know, the BTS concert in Busan would be amazing, but it's like really hard to get into that anyway, isn't it? If you have one more daughter and become more active on YouTube, Hayes is going to be it. This is our only child. Do we still have jet lag? No, we flew to Korea in May, and we've stayed in Asia ever since, so we haven't had jet lag in a little while. Hayes is crying because he's running back and forth and he slipped. He slips all the time. We are not, I mean, are we full-time YouTubers? Like, no, but we also don't have other jobs right now because we're still in this like sabbatical. So technically, perhaps.
No.
Yeah.
It's a light.
Dad says maybe one more child. You just traveled with us for 3 weeks. You don't want that.
Hayes. Please don't.
I didn't know if you were still here. Dad, what was your favorite thing about Korea?
You want to say hi to Tan?
Oh, thank you, Dragster. It was helpful. That's going to be confusing.
Yeah. Well, he's just typing. He's typing.
That's going to cause a meltdown. We're bad every time my parents have met us 4 times this year,
He's just
like all over the world.
typing.
And every time they leave is a really rough week for us behavioral issue wise because Hayes is very, very close to them.
We're gonna go to bed.
We don't have a plan to settle down in Korea. We don't know what we're doing after this year. We absolutely would entertain it. It's just hard to understand like what our jobs would be and how we would get visas. Oh, Grandpa Hayes has big fans too. Oh, I can hear the liquid in your belly
You
like
just had so much
sloshing
water.
around. Oh my god. I want to ask you guys like what so knowing that we have like 10 days in Seoul, like what have you not seen in our vlogs?
Yeah, that we
Not
haven't
that
done.
we need to do it so you can see it, but like what would you do in Seoul that we haven't experienced yet? Itaewon. Okay, so this is random, but we were watching a video on YouTube today about Ethiopian food, which is our like one of our favorite foods. And I was like, I wonder if Seoul has Ethiopian restaurants. And there's actually 3 or 4. 2 are in Itaewon. We might go to Itaewon for dinner for Ethiopian tomorrow. Oh, all the people from the States who woke up early or are awake and watching this, thank you so much. My mom's here too. Hi, 11. Hi from New Zealand. Oh, that's so cool. I love hearing from people that don't have kids and still watch us. That's like so interesting to me. And it means a lot. Hayes wasn't in the last video, and I hate to break it to you that he won't be in the next one because it's a night out, but then he's in every other one. Oh, and somebody has a 3-year-old. We're actually meeting a family that has a 3-year-old that's been traveling for 2 years full time tomorrow in the park for a picnic. And I'm so excited because it's not often Hayes gets to interact with kids his age.
I was just reading some of the comments. There's lots of folks from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I am desperate to go to New Zealand, and I'm really trying to convince Steph that we need to go to New Zealand at some point. So just
somebody said we're the most wholesome channel ever, which I disagree. I want to be like the cool parents who also like wait for this next video.
Don't pick yourself up that much.
We're not that wholesome, are we? No, I'm just kidding. That's nice. How much do we pay to get to Japan? I think our flights were about $100 each. And we're flying Peach Aviation, which is a Japanese low cost. And yeah, I'm very excited about Japanese food. I'm gonna miss Korean food, but we're always excited about the next food too. No, Seoul Forest. That's a good shout. So we filmed the mukbang near Seoul Forest, and they recommended that we hang out there, but we actually had a babysitter that night to go out in Yeonam, so we couldn't stay. Thank you for reminding me, Gina, because we are meaning to check out Seoul Forest before we leave for sure. Pete is from Exeter, and I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is the best mid-sized city in the United States. Congrats on 25K. Thank you. Have you been to? Oh no, you mentioned. No, we haven't been to Hanamdong. Where is it? Oh, we're real and humble. I do appreciate that. Anytime somebody says we're like authentic or they feel like they're traveling with us, or those are like always my favorite comments. I really appreciate that because we love that people are watching this and it's amazing. But like the number one goal this whole time was we're going to travel for a year. We love watching YouTube. We love documenting our travels. Why don't we try to document it for Hayes and like make the kind of video that we will want to watch as memories and hope that people like it. So the fact that you guys like it means so much to us. And I know they're like not the most polished, beautiful videos ever or like super informative all the time. But we're really trying to just make like glorified home videos and hope that they help people or bring them some joy or who knows.
I hope you can see that they're getting better and better. That's
hardly. They started from pretty low. Seoul and Tower we went to with my parents, actually. That will be in a future vlog. Water parks. I hadn't thought of that. We went to a few in other places this year. And actually we went to a really cool, it wasn't really a water park. We stayed at a cool property in Gyeongju. Camping at Han River. We're not big campers. But we did bike. We biked 11 miles along the Han River the other day from Yoido Park to Banpo. Oh, Hanamdong Cafe Street. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh, in Yongsan. Oh, I need to go to Yongsan because I left my hard drive there with this guy Phil. If anybody ever has anything that breaks in Seoul, take it to Phil in Yongsan. He couldn't fix my hard drive, but he's fixed my computer and my camera. Or he's recommended. Oh, my computer, my phone. Anyway, I need to go to Yongsan, so I will check out that street. And Habnamdong. I don't know that either. And Hanoi Park. You guys, we need to. Seoul feels like the kind of city you could stay for like 10 years and still do new things. And that is my favorite kind of city. Now we are in Seoul. We are in Myeongdong-ish, Cheongmuro. Do we have plans to visit Norway? I've never been to Norway. I'd love to go. I have heard of the strawberry buffet recently lately, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Is that at the what's the Conrad?
Where?
I think we might actually be staying at the Conrad soon. So I will let you know.
That one's a good one because like.
Yeah, hold on. The mud flats. I didn't know there were mud flats here. Oh, the firework festival. Very excited about for sure. And how do you guys celebrate the holiday that's next Monday, the alphabet holiday? I'd love to know like how you celebrate that because we like the Hangul Museum, and I've started trying to learn the alphabet on Duolingo. I'm miserable at it, but it's such a unique holiday for us that I'd love to know how you celebrate. Somebody said, how do you manage vaccination programs in the pediatrician?
This was on Instagram, by the way.
Instagram. It's a great question. So Hayes was totally up to date with vaccinations when we left, and they said that the next ones would be when he was 4, excluding like travel specific ones. But now that we've crossed the over a year mark, I have been thinking about trying to get him in somewhere for just like a checkup.
And also we're going to
We'd love to get him vaccinated for COVID, which we could do if we were in the States. But we haven't been to the States since they authorized that. Hangul Day. We get drunk the night before. Sounds like a proper bank holiday. Roller skating. That sounds fun. Oh, I'm like, after Hayes's fall, like I'm just like a ball of nerves anytime he's like running in a big open space. We're very happy to know you too. Oh, free things to do in Seoul. I know. So Kayla, that's always the like conundrum is like the way our video, we've tried some videos in other locations of like more informative and like gathering footage from over the course of our stay and like making more of a themed video. And I'm just not very good at it. I just like prefer, and it's also kind of not what I want as a memory. But every time I watch them, I'm like, oh, I should do this. This would be really helpful. So I don't know. Right now, we're kind of into the loosely themed vlogs, but maybe we'll try that again at some point. We do a lot of free stuff just naturally. I mean, if I could just advocate for free children's museums and playgrounds, like I feel like I've become a playground expert this year. And then in Seoul, we love the fact that there's free kids museums everywhere. Mm-hmm. We love Jeonju. Honestly, one of our favorite stays. I don't know. I feel like some people think it's like overrated or touristy, and it's probably our favorite place outside of Seoul. That we just had a really nice 2 days there that were like super chill. We stayed in a beautiful hanok with the cutest little owner. She's so sweet. She likes every single thing we post on Instagram. Her username is just like 45 numbers. I don't know why I find it so funny. She didn't speak a lick of English. We just like, we still like chat-ish. So sweet. We just, we just had a really magical couple days there. There's a great brewery that we loved. Is Korea cheap compared to other countries? So when we came last time, we had been in South Africa, and we'd been in Mexico, and we were about to go to Vietnam. And so we were like feeling like it was expensive. Now that we're here this time, like really thinking about it, it's so affordable for what you get and like good value.
I think transportation is
the incredible. Transportation. I mean, oh my God.
And I think I was just gonna say it's so affordable. I mean, that's massive. And then you can eat relatively cheaply if you're smart about that as well. There's some really good affordable food here. It's like groceries. Groceries are more expensive than eating out, I find, right? Yeah. And I think everybody keeps saying how when we get to Japan, we're going to realize how expensive all the transportation is. Hello from Los Angeles. How is Korea if your family lives abroad for a few years? We'd love to live in Korea. It's just hard to understand what jobs we would have, like where Hayes would go to school, what visa we'd be on. I don't know. We haven't figured all that stuff out. We've been expats before, and we love that, and we would certainly entertain living abroad again. But we're figuring all that out right now. Lotte World Folk Museum. Oh, I didn't know about that. I do think we're gonna have to go put Hayes to bed soon. So, is there any like last minute burning questions? This is honestly, you guys. I thought there'd be 4 people here, and I was just like getting ready to hang out with 4 people.
Hey, cool parents, do you plan to visit Chattanooga? Wait, is that Jennifer's dad?
Oh, if it is, that's
Wait, is
amazing.
are you Jennifer's dad? Or Jennifer on Jennifer's dad account? I really miss Chattanooga, but like traveling's pretty great. I miss all my friends. Can all my friends just come visit me? That's okay. Here's the other thing: is like all of
Nice,
our
come say
friends with
goodbye.
kids. Oh, Jennifer's brother.
Oh.
Fascinating. We've never met, but nice to meet you all. I don't think we've met. That's so funny. I wish we had a lot of friends visit this year. I wish we had even more. We had a few friends with kids that were definitely going to come, and all my friends got pregnant with second babies this year, which is so wonderful. But we didn't have as many, or pregnant with first babies, because that's what age we are, and so some of our friends weren't able to visit. Okay, any last? You guys,
Cool.
I'm so touched. We're so grateful for everybody. You don't even know. This is crazy that there's 147 people watching us talk to a computer right now. And we really appreciate y'all a lot. And you've been so helpful in this country. And the people, I know not everybody's from Korea. We wanted to document this year. We are avid YouTube
Hayes turn the lights out.
watchers, and we were like, let's give it a go. And it has just brought so much added joy to traveling this year, and just like getting to engage with you all and hear that people enjoy our videos or go on tours that we recommend. It's just really cool.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody.
Toby, we're going to a baseball game this weekend, so let us know if you're going to be there. Instagram. So everybody follow us on Instagram, not because I need followers on Instagram, but because if you want to continue conversing with us, that's the best place to do it. We thank you. We appreciate you. Can you say 안녕?
안녕.
안녕. 감사합니다.
Oh,
It's way past his bedtime.
thanks, everybody.